Welcome to Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen of Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
It's Saturday morning here on KATE, and it's another episode of Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen. And Tom, it was kind of a difficult week, I think, for the broadcasting community down here.
Yeah, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but way back, I worked for K Radio, and I actually worked with a gentleman named Jim Pilgrim. All I could tell you is it's sad to hear about his passing. I'm just happy that I knew him, and all I can tell you, he was a person that was always a gentle man. You know, he would never say a bad word about anybody. He was just a happy-go-lucky guy, and you could tell he just had a huge heart. And so that's what I would say about Jim Pilgrim.
Well, I know a lot of people had their stories about Jim and different things. So tough week, but I'm glad we got to spend just a few moments there thinking about it.
Yeah, our thing with Jim, me and Jim's thing, was every time we would see each other, we wouldn't say, "Hi, Jim," or "Hi, Tom." We would say, "Hi, everybody." Hi, everybody. That's what our thing was. It was like a thing that we would do with like a sportscaster or something. So that's what we would do. So that was our thing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, we actually don't have a listener email this week, Tom, because we had the fair last week, and I think we had a little more fun than people anticipated with that.
Oh, God, that was a good time. I enjoyed it so much, and I think it might not be the fair all the time, but we might go out and do some more of that later on. So get out in the public on the streets.
And if people missed it, they can listen to it on your website, AmericanInsurance.com.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All of my shows on Insights into Insurance are on there.
It's a great way, and I really encourage people to go back. If they didn't hear it, both were surprised by the quote-unquote, I don't mean it in a mean way, but the intelligence level of those in our community.
Yeah, the knowledge was really good. I always deal with, it seems like, whenever I talk to people, that it seems like insurance is so foreign to them, but when we put them on the spot and ask some questions, it was like I said, it wasn't 100% accuracy, but I was impressed. So I'm impressed with Albert Lea's insurance knowledge. How's that sound?
Yeah, I was blown away, and that we're a week out from it, and people were asking questions earlier this week. I can't believe that people knew all that. I had no idea.
I know. I was very surprised and happily surprised. How's that sound?
It's great. Tom, so instead of an email, what you have put together is biblical in proportion weather proverbs from farmers.
Yeah, over the years, and I've been in this business now, we're pushing not quite 25, but somewhere in between that 20 and 25 mark, so take it from there. I've been working with farmers all the time since then, and over the years, they always have these great sayings about weather proverbs, And so one day, I'm like, I got to start writing these down. So that's what I did. So today, we'll go over some of these that I've written down.
And will you explain them to me?
I will try to explain them to you. I don't know if I can explain all of them, but I'll try to explain them to you. So, yes.
Be a quiz at the end.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Paul. What's your question?
Well, actually, I was going to ask you, off this list that you've brought in, what's your favorite one?
That's a great... I actually think that the one that all major droughts start in Missouri is very accurate.
Really?
Yeah. I have found that in my line of business. I do crop insurance, so I've found that many times that's accurate. And when there's a drought situation, a lot of times it starts in Missouri.
All right, so what do we got for Proverbs?
Okay, well, that was one of them. And so the next one is, when you first see a robin, it will have snow on its back 3 times before spring. So, you usually see a robin when it's starting to get nice, but once you see that, it says you'll see snow on its back. So basically 3 more snows. Doesn't say how big, but it'll 3 more snows.
So we see the robin around the state basketball tournament then.
Yep, right. Exactly. So the next one is, Rains on Easter Sunday. The next 7 Sundays it will rain.
We experienced that, I think, this past year almost.
It was pretty doggone close, I think. So
At least 5.
Yeah. So again, I think you might want to know, what do I think of these proverbs, and have I experienced them? Yes. And are they 100% accurate? I would say I don't know if they're 100% accurate, but I tell you what, these things have been handed down over generations and generations, and a lot of knowledge over the years. And so I would say, you know what I would do is, if you want a copy of, any of our listeners want a copy of these proverbs, I will send them to them, and they can follow them and see it to be true. So, okay.
All right.
The next one is, plant in the mud, you will end up with none. Basically, the harvest is going to be limited when you plant in the mud. That's what that's saying.
Okay.
In contrast to plant in the dust, the bins will bust.
Like flowing over.
Flowing over, yeah. So always, if they're planting in the dust, that's a good thing. So the next one is, early Easter will be in early spring.
Okay.
Red sky in the morning, sailor take warning. Okay, well, that one I think most people know.
Heard that one, yeah.
Yeah, and then the red sky at night, sailor's delight. So again, the reason why we say that, you're saying, well, that's not anything farming, sailor. Well, no, but it still means, hey, if it's a red sky in the morning, I shouldn't take out that planter today or this morning or whatever, whatever they're going to do. Or maybe it's a red sky at night, maybe that, hey, it looks like it's going to be a good day tomorrow to plant or something, okay?
Perfect.
Rain by 7, sun by 11. And that one, actually, I probably is one of my favorite, because I live by that, okay? Especially when I was coaching baseball. Okay, I would always have moms calling me and saying, hey, are we going to have a game today?
Okay, so this is the morning.
Yeah, on the tournament. Yeah, 7 a.m., I should say. Okay, rain by 7, sun by 11. And because it would be pouring out at 6:30, 7 o'clock. Well, by 11 o'clock, it was amazing. Normally, we'd have sunshine. And that was when I was doing baseball and being part of that. So.
All right, I like that one.
Yep. Rain from the east. 2-day wet at least.
Well, yeah, because that's going to be the circular low-pressure system. And
stays there and hangs.
There's the scientific reason. I even know that one.
You do? All right. Sounds good, see? Maybe you should have been doing this. 6 months from the first thunderstorm, there will be frost. And actually, we had an early thunderstorm this
March.
year. Yeah. And so that's not a good sign for farmers. Okay, so
September possibly.
Actually, yeah, so sometime in September. So hopefully that one doesn't come to fruition. Okay, but that is a proverb out there.
September 18th, was that storm like March 18th, March 20th?
Something like that. And I actually probably a lot of times I remember those dates if there's crops out.
Yep.
Okay.
And there weren't in March.
Right. So the tornado, I think, wasn't that March 6th?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, I think it was March 6th, the tornado.
Was it?
Wasn't
Okay.
it March 6th or 7th or something?
It was early, I know that.
Yeah, so anyway, when dew is on the grass, rain will never come to pass. And you think about that, that is, when you got nice dewy grass in the morning, it's usually a pretty nice day out.
Yeah, yep. I was just thinking about that, and I believe you are correct on that one.
Right, yep. So if the clouds move against the wind, rain will follow.
All right, that's that one more philosophical.
Right.
Almost like a Confucius say.
Oh, this isn't Confucius. I'm not Confucius. And people might wonder, well, what's this got to do with insurance? Well, to be honest with you, us at America Insurance, we follow the weather a lot. Okay, and I can tell you, we have nervous times at the agency because we know bad weather can make life miserable for not only our clients but for us too. Okay, and we don't want to see claims. We want to see people do well. I wanted to see them do well in the fields. I want to see them do well in life with their house and their property. And so we do watch the weather a lot. So that's why obviously insurance and weather do go together a lot.
Definitely. All right, Tom, I know from last week we did not get to a few of the questions that were asked of people out at the fair.
Yes.
So do you want to do that?
I think that would be a great idea to do and finish that out because, again, we had so much fun and those people deserve a chance to be on the radio.
Yeah, it's perfect. So we'll get to that in 30 seconds here on Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen and Americana Insurance. Tom, you get off easy this week.
I did get off easy. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks.
Take us out to your ball game. Take us out to the crowd. We sell insurance for most anything. Who'd have guessed that the 18 could sing for its root? Root, root for good coverage. Americana's more than a name. 4X377 2000 for the insurance A-team.
You'll be singing too when you see what the A-Team and Americana Insurance can do for you.
Let's take it from the top again. I think the rest of you were out of tune.
Haley Johnson. I am Tom Sorensen with Americana Insurance, and this is Insights into Insurance program. And we're going to be asking you some questions. But first of all, I understand I'm amongst royalty here.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was the Freeborn County Dairy Princess in 2012 and in 2013.
Well, congratulations. And we are actually in the cattle building. So if you can hear the background, that's what we're doing here. Haley, I'm going to ask you an insurance question.
All right.
Okay? And you can win some incredible prizes if you get it right.
Okay.
It's going to be about life insurance. Give me 2 types of life insurance policy.
Oh, I don't know. Term life insurance?
Term is a good answer, yes.
And I'm not sure about the other one.
You don't know any about the
No.
other ones? Okay. The other types are whole life, universal life, and variable universal life.
Okay.
Actually, I figured that everybody would probably get term. The other ones are hard to know and remember. Okay. I can ask you another question, though.
All right.
What is collision coverage on your auto insurance?
Isn't that insurance that'll cover damage if you're in an accident?
You are correct. It provides for payment to a covered automobile resulting from the striking of another object by a moving vehicle, by another moving vehicle.
Okay.
Actually, I've had where grocery cart runs into a car. That's considered collision coverage, not comp.
Good to know.
So collision is part of if you have full coverage, and you have liability is where you pay for the other person's vehicle.
Okay.
So, all right. Thank you, Haley, for
Thank
being
you.
a great sport. This is Matt Wangen. He's a dairy farmer. One of, I believe, 5 left in the Freeborn County. Is that correct?
There might be 8.
There might be 8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's 3 more than what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Matt try to answer some insurance questions that I got here. And if you do, I got some prizes for you. In Minnesota, if you get in an accident with a non-insured vehicle and it was their fault, can you make a claim on your own policy?
Yes.
So, yes is the right answer. Do you know why?
Because my daughter had an accident.
and she ran into an uninsured.
Yeah, it
or
wasn't uninsured, but our insurance handled the stuff and then
Okay.
dealt with the other.
Okay. The reason why you can make a claim against your own policy is because of uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage on your auto insurance, and it is a state law to have that in the state of Minnesota. Thank you, Matt.
You bet.
That's going to be it for Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen for this week, but we'll be back next week. Thanks to everyone who participated in kind of our insurance walking impromptu segment that we put together out at the Freeborn County Fair. Of course, they were compensated justly for their time and for their answers.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is intended to be educational in nature. Before acting upon any information obtained during the Insights into Insurance radio show broadcast, consult an appropriately licensed professional.